Hello, and welcome back to Marginally Improving. That intro was actually inspired by one of my professors at university, so all credits due to him. I hope you like it. I might use it for the rest of the podcast or any introductions or videos I record later. Yeah, it's been a long time since I last recorded either a sit down episode while I'm talking straight to the camera like I'm doing right now, or when I uploaded a podcast with a guest on. And I think it's been around 2 months now. And to be honest, I can't make any excuses that would help me justify a break for 2 months. That's a very long time. But I did have many changes in my life, and I think those are the reasons why I took such a long break. Firstly, my phone stopped working, the one I used to record my podcasts. And right after that, I started a new job. So my lifestyle shifted completely, everything was new, and I was trying to balance things out, but it was turning out to be more difficult than I thought it would. And of course, I still didn't have my phone back yet. And after that, somehow, my laptop stopped working. I mean, the laptop screen stopped working. So, and the laptop is what I use to record the audio for the podcast when I'm there with the guests. And now my laptop is basically a PC. It's connected to an external monitor. So the screen that I use is from a monitor, while I think everything else in my laptop works fine. It's just the screen that has the issue. So rather than getting that fixed, I'm just using it as a PC now. And finally, I managed to order a couple of things. This is PodTrack P2 by Zoom, and what it will help me do is I can record podcast episodes, the ones with the guest, while I'm sitting down on this device. I will not need my laptop anymore. And whatever this records is gonna go on this memory card. So I do finally have a good setup back, and I hope this works out. Of course, there's gonna be a learning curve to this, so I'm gonna figure out how that works. But yeah, I can now finally start my podcast again, and I'm trying to make more room in my life so that I can continue podcasting again. And I'm quite excited. I'm sorry for such a long break. I hope it never happens again. And as you all know, I'm very big on consistency, so I'll try to keep that up. I do have a good list of guests that I want to bring on, and yeah, they're all pertaining to my curiosities. Like, let's say if interested in music, I want to bring on someone from the music industry. If let's say I just find that person interesting, I'd get them on, get to know their perspective. It's basically what my channel banner says on YouTube: curiosity, recognition, and education. First, I'm going to go after my curiosity. Anything like, as I already mentioned, I want someone who is a detective. So if anyone knows any detectives, let me know. I'll try to bring them on. Recognition being that anyone who I think is a great human, and I think their perspective is something that the rest of the world should know as well. So recognizing them. And education, just that when someone's hearing to the podcast, listening to it, I hope they take something away from it, and it's not just casual viewing. But yeah, overall I feel like these were all the external changes I had in my life: new job, phone stopped working, laptop stopped working, getting a new setup. But there were many internal changes that I noticed in myself as well. Not just during this time, but for a while now. It just feels like I've been viewing the world in a very different way. Um, I don't mean to sound zen or like sound as if I've figured life out. In fact, if anything, I'm just more confused. What I've started to do is I just stop, observe things, step back, and just think what's going on and why people are doing the things that they are doing, including myself. And that's helped me get a very different perspective towards the world. I'm not sure if it's the best, but I feel like it's a step in the right direction. It gives me more agency. Like, I'm starting to think more independently by myself. I'm not just making decisions based off of what someone else is telling me. Like, of course, I'll hear and listen to what others are telling me, but then I'll have my own view. I'll look at the situation by myself, and yeah, I'll just try to figure out what I think is the best for me and make decisions accordingly. There's also been a shift in my beliefs, to be honest. Um, I've been questioning many things. One of them is religion. I'm not sure if it's the best thing to say out loud and if the viewers are gonna appreciate it, but that's just the truth. I've been questioning many things in my life, and yeah, my beliefs are changing, and I'm not sure where it's headed, but it's kind. I feel that every single change is anyway uncomfortable, so it's kind of uncomfortable because a lot of change is happening, not just externally but internally. I'm not sure what exactly triggered it, but I just think over time it's just happening. And now I am just picking up on it, picking up on the changes that I'm having in my mindset and etc. So yeah, those are the changes I've had internally, and there's many more as well. Like, I don't know, I'm trying to figure life out at the moment and what it means to me. And like, for example, earlier, let's say when I used to play with my nieces or nephews, I was just happy and I was like, oh my god, kids are amazing, blah blah blah. But now, whenever there's a newborn in the family or anywhere, like wherever I see a kid, I'm like, oh shit, now they are in this world, and this world isn't perfect. Like, everyone who comes into this world is gonna go through some struggles, is gonna go through some sorrow and sadness. And this is something I haven't shared with many people, just a couple of people who are close to me. But I'm sharing this to the rest of the world now, whoever's watching. But yeah, I also came across certain thoughts and like, as such as this, because it just feels like it's selfish to bring in a life into the world for my happiness. I'm just saying this like generally. Let's say there's a man and then he has a child just for his happiness. That's not right unless you can give them complete freedom and you can provide them with everything that they need. And that's my current thought. Like, I just feel like if a new life is coming into this world, people have to make sure that they can do whatever they want, they have the complete freedom to do that, they're taken care of. Because today's world isn't perfect, and it just feels morally incorrect to bring in a new life just for my own happiness and making someone else suffer for that. Just a weird thought. And I think it's called anti-natalism, if I'm not wrong. Um, so yeah, these thoughts have always been there. I just feel like I thought of them independently, looked them up online, and saw that they match from what others think as well. But yeah, there's many internal conflicts, there are many changes. All the habits that I used to do unnecessarily earlier, I've been changing them as well. So I stopped myself from doing certain things. And anyone who knows me would know that I'm a man of routine. I literally live the same exact day every single time. Like, throughout the week, most of my days are going to look exactly the same. Whether it comes to how my morning starts or how my night ends, or what I eat and what I do at a certain point of time. My life, like, it'll be super easy for a serial killer to kill me basically, because I have the exact same routine every single day, almost. But I've been breaking that pattern slightly. Like, any habits that I used to do that didn't make sense, that I realized didn't make sense, I've been stopping that. Overall, what I'm trying to say is there's been a lot of changes. There's been a lot of adjusting externally, internally. There's been a lot of figuring out as to what to do. And that's why it's been very difficult for me to continue the podcast. But I genuinely want to. I realize that this is something I truly enjoy, and it's something I want to do forever. It'd be great if I could have some help though. So I'm still looking for interns or anyone who can help me with the podcast, like just a helping hand to, keep it consistent. Till now, I haven't found anyone, but hopefully, I will find someone soon. And yeah, as of now, I have a list of guests who I want, as I said earlier, who I want to bring on to the podcast. And I know who they are. I just have to reach out to them and make sure everything is coordinated well and make sure that the podcast goes on successfully. Upload videos on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, etc. But overall, as the channel grows, I want to shift it towards bringing on guests who I don't know personally. And I think that would help me grow as a podcaster. That would help me grow as a person as well, because I'll not be in my comfort zone anymore. There'll be new guests. I'll have to look up new topics, research new topics, learn new things, and cater the questions accordingly. So, yeah, I think that'll help me a lot. And that will happen eventually once the channel grows. I just want to let you know that this is something I want to do forever. I feel like I just need a push, which I gave myself now. It's been a long time. 2 months is a lot of time, and I'm sorry for not uploading for so long, but I'll try to be more consistent now. If you have any suggestions, if you want to help me out with anything, please let me know. Any guest recommendations. If you want to help me with the podcast itself, any questions that you think I should ask the guests, and yeah, overall, how I can improve everything. I know that when I'm talking straight to the camera with a mic, my energy is kind of low. That's something I've heard from many people. And I know that many people are also saying that there should be multiple camera angles for the podcast so that they can see the guest well, they can see me well. And yeah, I'm willing to add those things step by step. I just feel like I need some help, and I'm not afraid to ask for that help anymore. Uh, I just hope I can continue this consistently. And I think I will. I think I will. I hope you guys enjoy the podcast. But yeah, this was just like a quick sit down update that I wanted to give everyone, whoever really cares. I just hope there's at least one person who does care and who watches the videos. But yeah, I'm back. Marginally Improving is back. And yeah, I'll keep on uploading now. Thank you so much for all the support, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.